it is, backing up to it. Okay. All right, I'll try to get everything. Here is the long shaft Nissan. It says 8 horsepower, but it's a strong 8. It's more like 9 or 10. It just says 8. Ugh. Current tabs. That's the way it was when I bought it, that kink. Good tires. It says laser by Carnet. Laser by Carnet. Here's an extra stout bunch of stuff here. I never noticed this corrosion before. A little Vaseline will fix that, a little brush. And cranks real easy. Up or down. Yeah. Anyways, here's the ugly part I was mentioning to you. It's unfortunate. Bottom of the boat. Little chips there. Yeah, it's ready for a paint job. Needs a good pressure wash. Now this is typical of the McGregor, and here's the rust I was mentioning. Cables are like new. They are new. These are the stock cables. No rust. These are recent purchase and they're rusted already. Okay. Here is where the plate is needed. I have this little piece right here. Looks like somebody has attempted to so that will go in perfect. Now they told me just cut that flush and use a piece of metal, angle iron there, aluminum or something. Here's the cable, comes out of the motor for attaching to a battery and push starting it. And the bottom of the boat on one part, puppy! My doggy's in my face. Oh, sweetie dog. And I'll show you the scratch that I was mentioning to you. They might be in between these. There's kind of a scratch right there. Kind of. Now here's the front again, and here's where you see light coming through here. But that's not light because it leaks, it's just fiberglass is glass. It's transparent. Here's something like a scratch. Cosmetic. Hi puppy. My dog's in my face, you can't tell. Here we go. Yeah, I've seen this from... Now I've already I've got fiberglass glued on that, but it was not a hole. It was just a nick. It was not a puncture. There's my silly dog. Try to get down here. Puppy! Okay, let's go deeper. Okay, the rudder has an area here where it was dragged behind the car. I'm not going to say it was not me. It might have been. There's a spare rudder inside the boat. I replaced all these with LED all along. That's the one thing I did spruce up. It's fun to be in the boat. I've used the back of the boat for storage for a few gas jugs. Okay, now a stock one of these. This is not stock. I had just taken my boater safety courses and become super fearful of anything happening. So I got that cut perfectly. It's a piece of wood. You might as well use it as temporary until you either buy a new one. I suspect they'd be $300. I'm guessing at the price. Or you just cut another one more out of sturdier stuff. There is the skirt that goes around the top. I mentioned to you. This piece of plastic that's the cover here is under one of these, or it's up on top. This is the version with the mirror. Some of these are missing the centerpiece. I'll have to clear that off. Get the boat better to show. There's the light I was mentioning to you. That is amazing that the stuff is so strong, but it transmits light. Underneath here, looks like there's a place we have to go research. I think to find that sheet of plastic that covers this area here that matches this type of aesthetic. And here's the sheets for the boom and the rear rope. Somewhere around here is the front rope. That is the front rope for tying it off. There are the sheets. They connect. Now here's where Velcro would be for the cushions. Nobody's ever repaired that. Here's the bottom where the sheets connect, and at the top the place they connect to, it's not shown here because the boom is behind this wooden ladder. This is right here where you have a valve. This valve allows for the water to come in when you go down into the water, into the ballast, the water ballast, or to shut it. It's a long piece of metal that attaches to a plunger system underneath. The dagger board is located right here, and it goes down right here. The boat has no leaks. The sink had a leak when I got it. I fixed it with fiberglass, and I straightened out this pipe because the pipe went way down. Now it slants outward to the tube that leads out. Here is where the battery goes, and there's always some water that comes in. I suspect the water comes in from around the edges of the boat where there's a rubber bumper. So I was thinking if I were to attempt to seal that somehow. Now here's where the cushions are and the spare rudder I was mentioning to you. There's the spare rudder. This is access. This is the HIN. Access to inside. These cushions go out on top. Now my dream was to have LED lights everywhere, but I just didn't do the work it takes. Now here's where I glued on some shelves. The shelf has not damaged or scratched the fiberglass, but there is residue left behind that needs to be cleaned off with some sort of solvent. And these can be picked off, but these have not come off yet. That was my brilliant idea. These holes were here when I got it. Somebody else's work. The top of this that comes up, if I were to push, you'd see how it comes up. there is a hole here, right here. That hole attaches to the mast and holds it up. But I have a system here of additional support, and there's the numbers. This is number 1 to go here, and 2 more to hold it up when you don't have the boom up. Here is the crank for the mainsail or the ratchets. This attachment does not go to anything. It does not attach to my radio that has an MMSI number attached to it. Here is an alcohol stove. I'll have to clear this off and show you right now.